basically like exploding in the stream chat. People who, they pretend like they support me, they pretend like they're positive, and they're not. They're shitheads. They sit here and they sneak this and they say underhanded things. They try to literally bring up either detractor memes or literal drama shit every day. They do it on purpose so that they can try to derail the shit that I'm doing on my streams, you know? And it just gets to the point where it's so frustrating. I just want to have fun, man. I really just want to fucking have fun. That's it. That's all I want to do is have fun with you guys. Fun. Way more fun. I just want to have fun. Way more fun. I just want to have no taxes, bills to pay, nice chill stream today. You're having a fun and interactive time with me and you're finding entertainment, positivity, and value in it, then the support should just come naturally, okay? I just want to have fun. Way more fun. I just want to have fun. Way more fun. Here's the bottom line, and I'm tired of it now. No more excuses, all right? Because the bottom line is people are like, Phil's not engaged in his commentary, and Phil's commentary is boring, and that's why people don't want to watch the playthroughs of the streams. Bullshit. I'm loving this game. I'm voice acting. I'm engaged. I'm commentating on everything that's going on actively. Bullshit. I call massive bullshit on any idiot who says that about either the Watch Dogs 2, which I've been playing recently and really liking, or Pokemon. It's bullshit. I call complete and utter bullshit on anyone who's saying that I'm not engaged and I sound like I'm bored. I'm not. So I've had enough excuses. It just seems to me like people are fucking lazy and don't want to come out to the streams. I don't even know what else to say, you know?
That being said.
Hello. This is Phil Burnell, all right? And just wanted to tell you that I love the podcast. That being said, big ups. That being said, which vest is podcast best? That being said, relaxing, chill, interactive, fun. That being said, which vest is podcast best? That being said, what are my mannerisms? Relaxing, chill, interactive, fun. A.L. Team Insider, the legend. Fantastic Mr. Sam, the dentist. Speak to the dead, psychological style host. Me or cat, artistic style host. That being said, which vest is podcast best? That being said, which vest is podcast best?
If there was ever meaningful content, it's being produced right here on That Being Said.
Oh my God. Thanks to her. I used to be so hateful, man. But since I met her, she's changed my life in so many ways. Oh, anyways, we're here.
Remember when I was so angry like 2 months ago?
Remember? I used to call that girl a slut.
I'd be regarded to be sad.
Big ups, everybody. Friday style in the house here. What a show we have lined up for you here. So many things to get through. This is kind of a cleanup style show because there's so much shit that we got to been sent to me through the weeks and we haven't played it. So I got a lot of awesome clips, a lot of DSPs in the wild, a lot of bits. It's going to be a lot of fun. And of course, yeah. Oh, don't worry. That's my highlight. I'm saving that for the end. All right. So Steve of the Dead, please remind me, Steve of the Dead, let's see, 85 minutes from now, we have to go to the bird content, okay? I do not want to forget this.
Right.
Got it, Steve? Okay.
So like what, 35 minutes till the end?
Yes, that's the goal.
Good.
We need about that much time to analyze the bird content, all right?
We're going to steal RTU's audience out from under him with all the bird content.
Yeah, fuck him. All right, so let's get to it then. We got a lot of messages. We got a lot of stuff. Let's get right to it. Tomorrow, we'll have the show again tomorrow, and should be a almost full crew, I believe, and we will be going through the birthday-style stuff then, and we're doing a little bit of a birthday retrospective as well tomorrow, so that'll be tomorrow's, that being said, so should be hyped tomorrow for that one. But we got to get through today first, and we have the exact recipe to make that happen. Big ups for ViewTech Mongolia, who says, divorce coin to the moon. Ludwig, I'll throw it to you. What are your thoughts on divorce coin these days, Sir Ludwig? Sir
I
Order.
don't know. Jeez, divorce coin.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think they're emotionally divorced.
Yes.
I think the paper divorce is just the next thing down the line.
Yeah.
In a nutshell.
Well, I will say this. Now, I don't know if he's done this many times, but I will say yesterday, very oddly, which is how DSP does everything, so it's not that big a deal, but very oddly, after pre-stream, before gameplay, he says, guys, I'm going to stand up, go to the bathroom. I might take my wife for a quick walk. Yeah. Like it's a pet. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a literal pet. You know, and then
I always think it's so weird. Like he goes downstairs and talks to her. Like she knows he has a live stream going. There's an audience waiting. Like if I were in that situation, I'd be like, no, it's okay. Like you don't have to waste time like talking to me. I'm fine. Like go back upstairs and talk to your audience that you need to beg for money for in order to pay our bills, please. Like I don't really need all that much attention. Like, I would feel so awkward in that situation.
It's sweet that you think he's not having a drink at this point. He goes downstairs, another gin and tonic, comes back up,
sending out some beg DMs.
Yeah, could have checked the door and make sure nothing's come.
I think Junon01 says what I was gonna say. It sounds so odd that it's maybe someone told him he has to do it almost. Like a doctor might have said, you got to do a walk in the middle of the day or something. Because then when he got back, someone asked about it, as you should. If any streamer on this fucking planet says, all right, hold on, guys, before the stream starts, I got to take a quick walk. There'd be people in chat saying shit. He got so offended by this. So offended.
This is what a doctor would tell Kat, and then Phil would be like, it's okay, honey. We'll walk together. I'll make sure we go walk together, honey.
Yeah.
I'll carry you through this on this journey. And I guess he feels mad about it and put upon by it.
Yeah.
Why not before or after the stream?
That's what I'm saying. That's why it's weird. Yeah. That's why it makes it kind of sound like the doctor might have said you have to go at 1 p.m. and DSP is with like authority. Oh yeah, 1 p.m. That's it, honey. We got to go. Anyway,
I mean, to be fair, he did sound out of breath, but then again, it probably wouldn't take much to make him sound out of breath in the first place. So we could have just run back upstairs and, he'd be gassed. Dude,
so. He gets out of breath doing this chair condom these days. Chair condom put on is like, I got to put this back on. Hang on. He makes it a whole to-do about the chair condom. It's very funny. Big up Slinks. There's a strange emote he's doing. I don't know what that means. A lot of fruit. Thanks for the fruit. I don't understand the reference, though. Some kind of fruit. Okay.
Solidarity.
Let's get to a DSP in the wild to start things off today. Get us warmed up here. So this
was hot.
While the beaches go past again.
So first I want to ask you guys, does anyone recognize this building on your screen right now? Anyone recognize the building? Anyone recognize the building? Okay. No, Ludwig, maybe? Anyone? It's kind of tough. I probably wouldn't, but all right. You will in a second, I promise you. Because this is a Mrs. Play stuff, and they're playing this game, and let's see what they say.
This makes you want to say. Wants you to do the DSP quote. When the woman's walking across the street. Yes. I'll show you. No, I'm not saying. Say it. You'll get flagged for it.
Publish it. Right.
I'll tell you after. For those of you that are detractors, you know exactly what scene I'm talking about when people are walking across the street.
Yes. He walks his daughter to school. This is actually a nice story. And the soundtrack's outstanding. La la la. La la la. Look out, there's a black woman coming.
Make your way over to the elevator.
I'll show you after.
So whoever this
goes
gentleman
boom,
is,
takes her black pack. You gotta have part 2 in there.
Whoever this gentleman is, it sounds like he knows a lot of stuff. So, sir, you're always welcome on the show, sir. To all these detractors.
Like, it just comes out of nowhere. Like, that's still a bit that takes you by surprise.
Yeah. He doesn't see race though.
Oh no!
It'd have been so great to have played that clip after he said he doesn't see race on the side.
I know.
After that.
God, that's my favorite. That was my biggest. Like, please, you got to have it on deck, right? But no shade on anyone doing that render review. But that would have been amazing follow up because there is literally no reason to add the race of that person unless you think it adds to the comedic factor, right? And why would that add to the comedic factor, Philip?
I mean, you know what I mean? He did only mean child slavery. He didn't mean slavery like if you saw that in that one.
Yeah,
But if you think it's woke, you're racist.
No, definitely. We got a lot of crazy takes this week. Japan thinks they're the best. That's why Nintendo's greedy, because they think they're the best. It's not because they want more money. It's because they think their stuff is the best.
I wanted your take on that.
Yeah, they're xenophobic. It's like, oh, jeez.
Why do we have to make it like xenophobia? Can't we just say Nintendo is greedy? You know what I mean? Like, that's also an answer. All right, here's one of the wildest DSPs in the wild I've ever seen, and one of the craziest ones I'm ever going to show you. Big ups to the person that sent this. I don't know how they found it, but it's wild. This is a Naomi reversing for fun and no profit. And this is where you reverse engineer Sega cartridges to find things about them, maybe put them in different formats, things like this, okay? So you think nothing to this, okay? We're going to scroll down, and it's very all technical and doesn't mean anything. But let's analyze, I'll read this paragraph. Let's analyze the no known structure of the information. As we are guessing, we shall call the function DSP get a job in honor of eBagger Darkside Phil and his 2000 USD cat reveal and other scams.
What the...
Amazing. So look at it's so funny to look down this look, for more details on the structure, read the previous block. For more details on DSP, nothing I could do. Snort.
Read the bit above.
Okay. The games and even the NetDim software for Never has the same structure. So we create that as a class and apply it. Since this is a lazy way of doing it, we name it based on a scrub like DSP. At least I'm not a 2000 USD cat. Rickson, the cat that hacks. That's from The Cat That Hacks. So this person has a lot of fun. Look, and for error messages even, not enough bytes in buffer to parse header. Nothing I could do, dude. So this person is a legend, whoever they are. It's very funny. I'm sure there's more stuff in here, but this page goes on and on about literally into it. So they just decided to make it funny. But here, I will share the link if anyone's interested. It's from 2019.
It is definitely the most obscure DSP in the wild I've seen so far.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, let's get a more, more simple style we're used to around here. This is a short from the channel Switch 209 Gaming. Okay, this is more of a simple style one, less cerebral.
But Emma.
Bruh.
God damn! How am I gonna play this game one-handed?
Oh, the camera's on.
So there you go. A little bit less cerebral, but, a good follow. But nonetheless, a great addition to the DSPs.
Yeah, great channel, too. I think he does a lot of Diablo content.
Oh, cool. There you go. Shout outs to him. Big ups to Alex Feature says Divorce Coin is up today. Oh, and Peaches in chat. Big ups to Alex Feature. I don't know if Divorce Coin is up any more than it ever is. You know what I'm saying?
It's always up.
Let's get to a message here to start things off so we can say we at least did one message, right? That's the key. Then people can't bitch too much. So let's get to the legend. You recognize the name, Be Awesome One. Be Awesome One is someone that orchestrated the downfall of Philip's entire channel, set him out of the algorithm with his disgusting fake copyright strikes. And that resulted in Philip deleting millions of views, and YouTube hated him ever since then. This is that gentleman with a message here. Big ups, Be Awesome One. Let's go.
Hello, that being said, it is I, the awesome one. Yes, the actual one. My question for today would be, what is your favorite Twitter interaction that DSP has ever had with either fans, trolls, or just randoms? For me personally, it would be his feud with Jim Sterling, where Sterling was reviewing the latest Call of Duty game, and Phil was mad, calling the review misrepresentation for attention, as the review only featured campaign and not multiplayer. However, it turns out that the review did in fact feature multiplayer stuff. But it was on the second page, which Phil didn't see it. Anyway, if you fancy to see those tweets, I'll gladly send it to AOT. But other than that, have a good show, and thank you for what you have guys done for this community.
Big ups, be awesome one. You are a legend, sir, in every sense of the word. So this is the interaction he's talking about. So Jim Sterling wrote an article on a website about, that game. And Philip said, yeah, this is a review of the campaign, not the entire game. Nice misrepresentation for attention. Well, unfortunately, Philip didn't go to page 2. And page 2 had the entire breakdown of the... hold on a second.
The rest of the game. The multiplayer.
The rest of the... Yeah. It was just on page 2. So this is... Be Awesome One made a little mock-up for us here. And if you go to page 2, multiplayer at least gets it, as you can see. And Philip said, no, that doesn't explain it. In fact, it actually did. Philip just didn't go to page 2. So big ups to that one on there, Be Awesome One. But a great question. What is your favorite DSP Twitter interaction? Now, Ludwig, do you have an answer for this? I'd have to think about it.
I was looking for it, but I couldn't find it. I think it was one where he played. I think it was Fury, and he said that the game sucked, and someone underneath it was like, "The game doesn't suck. You're just not that good at it." And he's like, "I never said the game sucked." It's like it's like a great retweet thing where all you have to do is just scroll up.
There's so many good ones. Back in the day, he was very fiery boy on Twitter. He would not stop. Like if he would tweet more than you think he has waste time now. Like watching, Kino and messaging DMs. He was on Twitter with trolls non-stop back in the day. Could not regret it. Could not stop. Steve, do you have one though? I can't think of one exactly.
Well, at the time he was more comfortable with openly drinking, so of course he's going to feel a bit more emboldened to be on Twitter a bit more. But I think it's not involving Phil, but it's the time that someone replied to the Xbox Twitter account and said something like, they were like the skills of a gamer, and they said something about lag, and the Xbox Twitter account replied, okay, DSP. But if that don't count because it's not involving Phil, it has to be the one where the guy tweeted about his home arcade and Phil insulted him.
That's a good one. That is a good one.
Super Turbo on the cab and Phil's response of, "Well, do you have a podcast?"
Oh, that's a classic, right? Yes, I have a podcast. And yes, Monseur? We got a Monseur mention this week, by the way, boys.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah. And he said again,
if you think he was being sarcastic, you're just like an idiot.
Dude,
I found this one too.
Go ahead. Yeah, what do you got?
Whoops. The one from EA from Apex Legends. He called the Apex Legends developers idiots because they copyright claimed the intro music for each match.
Oh yeah.
And the actual composer replied to him and explained it to him. It's like he ended with sincerely the brainless idiot that wrote the music.
Nice.
You look that one up.
I like but back to the Monseur thing. So Philip once again says, if you think that was negative, you're just a detractor looking to, shit on DSP. I want to remind you, the interaction started with shout outs to all the losers. Yeah. That's what started it. Shout outs to all the losers. That's what it happened. That's how can you say anything else from that? It says shout outs to all the fucking losers. And then he brought up some shit that was still a detractor meme, by the way. He even said King before the King arc, sarcastically. Thanks for introducing me to Ra, King. Like, that's not a cool thing, but DSP, of course,
He said I introduced him to this band Ra. And I think he said it's like his favorite band or whatever. And it's like, he never said that. It's like, who cares if you introduce someone to some random band? Yeah. But that's why he had to make it sound like, I guess it's his favorite band now or something.
Yeah,
he doesn't care all that much.
So DSP did apologize to Jim Sterling, by the way. So I apologize to Jim Sterling for being completely and utterly wrong. But I thumb my nose at Escapist for having a POS money-hungry state. And then Escapist responds back.
Ads, didn't they?
Yes. Escapist responds back, though, and says, you're actually making a lot of mistakes, it would appear. Not wrong. Not wrong. And then Philip, of course, waves the white flag. Once you have nothing to say, he runs away. And then he says, Sigh.
What?
When you can't do it in video form, you write it. Sigh.
It's like
I
Chris
quit.
Chan, like the audible sigh. Sigh.
I quit. Sorry about the tweets you have nothing to do with. And what that means is people continuously shitting on
tagged
DSP.
you in.
Yes.
That I tagged you in.
Amazing.
Yeah.
The tweets you have nothing to do with. That I tagged you in.
Just like John Rambo, he got dragged into the trolls and they manipulated him into doing things that he wouldn't normally do.
Yeah, real cool. Review Tech Mongolia again says, I will never forgive DSP for yellow paint in games. Yes, and that is factually fucking based, by the way, used as the case study for Gears of War, I believe was the game, right? Well,
No, it was a God of War.
God of War. Yeah, God of War.
Yeah, just the way the camera just drifts towards points of interest as if you can't find them yourself. It's
Yes.
like, oh, that's fun.
That game fucking sucks too. When it's like, have you tried moving the water wheel? That's so fucking annoying, man. That's my worst, like, least favorite part is when they just
You're on fire, but I'm sure you already know that.
telling you what to do. You know, it's like, come on, man, give me a second.
That's Phil. That is Dark Side Phil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It makes you feel stupider too. Yeah, Hogwarts is like that too. Chew started to play Hogwarts on, so you got it for the Switch just to try it out, and it's the same fucking thing. Have you thought about doing Revelio? Like, all right, man, we get it.
Yeah,
all
good
right,
point, Biscuit. We can now say that DSP has factually ruined video games.
Definitely.
That's why there's a resurgence in games that are taking a step away from that. Like Adamfall is more of just like a more grounded sort of exploration game, and he's really hating it. He's really not having a whole lot of fun with it.
Oh, he had fun with that game. What's it called? Blueprints.
Oh yeah.
Any kind of.
Why can't I just step over the fence? That's something I predicted he was going to say when I watched the trailer for that. It's like, oh, Phil's going to be like, oh, why can't I just knock the door over? And it's like, dude, it's a puzzle game. Come on.
And last night he did he's going to do Schedule 1, guys, but no, he changed to just doing talking, and that was 100% just gigabag time sitting there.
Yeah.
Everyone in chat saying, I want to play the game. Could you play a game? Could you play a game? And Philip refused every single time just to say, guys, on the pre-stream today, I guarantee it, that I can just play a game and people still support. It's no problem. And it's like he had to do those fire sales of badges again, and the wrestling cards. Everything was coming. It was a flash sale for everything. So he could say I hit the goal without playing a game today. What were you going to say, though, Steve?
Wasn't yesterday Smart Guys, but cancelled.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So,
The guest canceled on him and said, we'll definitely do it next week. So I guess we'll see.
And
he talked about like his history of like his memes. He was like, there's like the nothing I could do meme, but I never say that anymore. And I'm like, I go on Pick Big Go. You said it 6 days ago during Street Fighter.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
And let's not forget what yesterday was a special day for most people that are married, which is an anniversary date. And what does Philip do on his anniversary day after a show was canceled by luck of the draw, let's say, because the guest canceled on him? So that kind of means they had a free night? No, we got to do a Q&A. That's more important, honey. We already planned this. Guys. So luckily, for a little field trip here, someone has prepared all the mentions of the previous anniversaries for us here. So this is a quick, let's see how it's happened through the years. I mean, this is going to be cool, right? He's definitely treated as a very important day throughout the years, right? This is a one-time thing of not celebrating on the day, right? Well, let's find out.
Do something for our anniversary because last year was our first wedding anniversary. And guess what we did? Nothing.
Congratulations.
First anniversary, what do? Nothing. Good start. First one's kind of a big one, right? But all right.
It was our first wedding anniversary.
Yeah, go ahead.
To be fair, this is 2021, so it was COVID. You know, the first anniversary would have been during lockdown.
Let me tell you, Steve, there's still things you can do that are special don't require leaving. That's all I'm saying. There's still things to do.
Pretty sure they were going to restaurants during
weren't
on
they?
a weekly basis. Yeah.
Probably.
And guess what we did? Nothing. Want to know why? Because the whole world was closed because of COVID.
Okay, we still can do other stuff
because of COVID at all.
Context is important.
That's an easy question. That's an easy thing for him to say, though, right? Oh, everything's closed, guy. We can't do shit. I can't do anything.
Yeah.
You could cook something.
That is a one-off. So
Yeah.
from going forward, I would not expect the anniversaries to go uncelebrated.
Oh,
because obviously
okay.
That's
Let's
an
see.
exceptional circumstance.
Good prediction, Steve. Let's see if that holds true.
So it was our first anniversary, and we sat on our asses doing nothing because the fucking world was screwed over.
Yeah.
So maybe
No outdoor
this year,
parks you can go
we'd
to
like
in
actually
Seattle.
do something.
No.
You didn't
I
get
don't
time
know
to
what
go
we would
out.
do.
Okay. Oh, then remember he's doing the famous thing of DSP is kicking it down the road though. So like whenever if this money continues, then I'll do this, then I'll do this. Next year we're gonna do something.
So maybe this year we'd like to actually do something.
Okay, that'll be cool.
I don't know what we would do yet, but yeah, I basically have to plan this in the next couple of weeks. So what I think is, if the schedule stays the same as it is, then likely we'll have a birthday week where I'll set up decorations in the office here.
All right, we don't need to hear about birthday week again. Here we go. What do we do that year?
What's hilarious is you get someone like this, he says, oh, you're a shut-in. No, I don't have to go on the highway. Like I said, I've gone on trips. I've gone to just for our anniversary celebration that we just had a few weeks ago. We drove about 45 minutes, didn't have to use the highway. We drove on a regular road and was able to get to a big shopping area with nice high-end dining and everything. I don't have to do that here. That's how it is here.
Okay.
It's different than other places where it's like, and there's nothing near you. You have to constantly be driving away to get anything interesting. No, everything here is
They
within
went
reach.
to high-end
That's what I really like
shopping.
about living here the most.
Okay.
Is that was a very stressful part of my life. It was when I had to drive.
Okay, we don't get that. So they went to high-end shopping area. Okay, next year.
Talked about it. Did you check out those channels? Yeah, I have not, Slayer. Yesterday was my day off. I spent the whole day with my wife. We actually celebrated our anniversary.
Yeah.
3 weeks late.
Oh.
Ooh. I was busy with that all day. I did not have a chance to read anything like that, and today's been a very busy streaming day for me. My apologies. Good to see you there, though, and thank you for the tip.
3 weeks late. Next year.
And I said to Kat, I said, it's our anniversary, isn't it? And she's like, oh, shit. She didn't realize it either. Like, our lives have been so crazy recently.
Forgotten anniversary. Cool, dude.
You had to be reminded by chat, if I recall correctly. Chat were the ones who were like, hey, Phil, it's your anniversary, isn't it?
Hang on a second. Is it our anniversary today?
Oh, I shouldn't care. Anniversaries can happen whenever. Birthdays are once a year.
She didn't realize it either. Like, our lives have been so crazy recently. We didn't even realize that it was our fucking anniversary.
Okay, so that's a forgotten one.
It sucks. We want to do something. We're hoping that maybe in a couple of weeks we could do something. We're
Couple of
hoping we
weeks,
can do
maybe.
like a day away on one of our days off rather than just staying here and doing errands. We're hoping that we can maybe like do a little bit of travel in Washington State or something. Go somewhere nice that we've gone before. Have a dinner that's not normal stuff, you know. But just
Spoiler: this would never happen, by the way. Okay, well that would never happen. They didn't do any of that nonsense. Here we go next year.
We may do something for our anniversary.
Oh, right.
And we're going to spend it together. And then the next week, Tuesday, I have the day off with my wife, and we're going to spend
Look
it
at
together.
those balloons.
Next
Like back when he actually put stuff behind him for the birthday.
on.
Instead
This
of like
is
a
cool.
PNG overlay in OBS.
Tuesday, I have the day
The
off
next
with my
one,
wife.
the next year is even better with like the Gamer Boy like controller balloon.
Yeah.
At a kid's
Oh my
birthday
God.
party.
Yeah, the gamer. I'm a gamer balloon, like you get at Dollar Tree. I'm a gamer. Hobby Lobby shit.
And we're going to spend it together. And then the next week, we may do something for our anniversary, because our anniversary is only a few days after my birthday, and we're not going to be able to get that specific day off. But maybe whenever our next day off is, Monday or Tuesday, the next week, we're going to probably do something for our anniversary.
Dude, it's Elden Week. I'm too busy.
Yeah.
Review Tech USA is here. You did a $10 super chat because I'm getting brutally fisted in Elden Ring, but I love the game, and that's something I never expected. Well.
Hilarious as always, Review Tech. Oh my God, killed him. Damn, knock him dead, man. Hilarious. Oh man, he always cracks me up. All right, 3 more left.
Yes, today is my wedding anniversary, my 4th wedding anniversary. My wife and I literally didn't celebrate. She was working, I'm working.
Okay.
And it was funny. I was talking to her after dinner.
Sounds good. Great marriage, and she saved your life, right? Made you a better person. Cool.
And I was
Away
like,
all
you
my
know,
anger.
honey,
There's no way to take time off
Like
work.
this is one of those jobs where it's like it's one of the most easily rescheduled, convenient jobs where you can have your anniversary whenever you want. But he's like,
Yes.
I'm working. What am I gonna do?
It's all a big excuse to not do anything. But you can't say don't have time off when you make your schedule and have the easiest job to change schedules ever. Right? It's really, really twisted how he wants
Who's going to hold that
believe.
against you of all things? Being like, oh, he took his anniversary off. What an asshole. One of those things where you could be like, oh, people said I was an asshole for taking my anniversary off. Fuck you. I'm going to take that off. No one would have said that.
Yeah.
And it was funny. What's the story? I was talking to her after dinner.
They wanted to open cards.
Yeah, we got. Oh, those cards are important.
He's becoming WWE champions. You give him $100, he'll open up a card pack, but he keeps the cards.
Oh my god!
Stupid Scopely. They need to figure out a better business model.
Yeah, it's real life pools, but you don't even get the thing. Yeah,
and he got the chase card, and it was like one of the Secret Service, one of the people that he hates. so the most valuable card he got in the pack was his least wanted wrestler, some lady. This one isn't even going in the $25 plastic display case I bought for my wrestling cards.
He bought the plastic case. Yeah,
Tubbs fucked me over.
He bought
the case was worth more than the cards in it. Okay.
You know, you don't have to buy the case, right? Like, cards don't exactly pop in the background now, do they?
No, it's because it makes it look more like WWE Champions, where you have your top cards there and display in front of you.
I got it. Okay.
You know, honey, a couple weeks ago you made egg salad. It was really good. It would be great if you could make some egg salad tonight, and we can maybe have some egg salad to eat while we watch maybe Harry Potter or something. And she was like, yeah, we got egg salad to celebrate our anniversary. And I was like, is this going to be our anniversary tradition? Every year on our wedding anniversary, we eat egg salad.
That sounds bleak, man. That sounds fucking bleak. You hear that? Hey, honey, I like that egg salad. Could you make it for our... Yeah, I'll make egg salad for our anniversary. Like, that's what she said. That's what he said, she said. Who knows what actually was said, if anything. Hold on, I gotta hear that story again. That was a sad fucking story. Hold on.
And she was like... egg salad tonight. And I was like, honey, a couple weeks ago you made egg salad. It was really good. It would be great if you could make some egg salad tonight, and we can maybe have some egg salad to eat while we watch maybe Harry Potter or something. And she was like, yeah, we can have egg salad to celebrate our anniversary. And I was like, is this going to be our anniversary tradition? Every year on our wedding anniversary, we eat egg salad? Is that really the new tradition we're going to do?
You know, you're in charge.
Kind of a passive-aggressive statement. Is like, this is what we're going to do for our anniversary, egg salad.
Like, you're in charge of what you do on your anniversary, right? Like, that's you. It's not something someone tells you what to do. You could choose whatever the fuck you want. And
just imagine her stood there, right? And her future spreads out before her in this pattern of egg salad every year.
Oh, yeah.
The next 30 or 40 years. And you're not, like, it's you that's going to be cooking this. He is never going to be making one. You are never going to be given an egg salad. You are going to be making the egg salads every year for the rest of your life.
Like, I know this is through the DSP filter, so who knows how much of this she actually said. But he kind of presented that as a joke, right? Like, yeah, she said, oh, yeah, we're going to eat egg salad for the rest of our anniversaries. Funny. But I think a normal person that could understand social cues would get that's kind of not exactly a joke, you know?
A lot of stuff he thinks is just like quirky and just like silly and zany, but it really is just kind of like sad and broken.
When you paint the fuller picture, yeah.
Oh,
put it in the context and you're like, oh.
Good God knows says leftover egg salad anniversary tradition hype. Yes, we got to get a kick name based on egg salad now, guys. Come on.
Yeah, eventually it's just going to turn into plastic bin Target egg salad dumped onto a plate, just like that pasta salad was during the birthday thing.
So good. Oh my God, let me tell you.
Oh yeah, it's so homemade. It's like, yeah, sure.
She's crying.
Why do people keep asking me about egg salad in chat? Is this some new detractor meme I don't know about?
Yeah, that could be a cute thing, right? Like, it could be a little inside joke, but that's not how this story's being presented to us here. Like, it's like, we're gonna do this for our anniversary. Oh, yeah. Petcha makes a good point. I don't think he has enough advance notice about the anniversary. That's true. They do come out of nowhere, with the changing of the dates and stuff. Absolutely.
But birthday gets like a month to build up.
I guess it's better than nothing. Wait,
is that what he just said? Hold on.
What? No traditions.
Is that what he just said?
I guess it's better than nothing.
Oh my God! It gets
That's
worse.
A cope, bro.
What?
Bro, that's a real cope.
God! I guess it's better than nothing? Imagine your wife cooking something for you, or girlfriend, or boyfriend, or who the fuck ever. And I guess it's better than nothing. When
I hope he didn't say that, right?
God, yeah.
Guess it's better than nothing, honey.
Jesus. Better than nothing. And she's cooking it.
Is it? Yeah, but bro, it's not even just that. It's like, there is nothing else. There is nothing else. They have no other traditions together, no other like little quirks or foibles. Or do you remember that time when we did this or bought this or we had this thing in common? There's nothing.
Yes.
Nothing in common where you can go, hey, I like that thing and you like that thing. Here's that thing. You know?
Zero.
Nothing. But across the whole of the relationship. That is fucking incredible.
It'd be interesting for someone to say, like, DSP, what's like the nicest thing you want to do for your wife or something, right? And what would he say? It would not be anything like she actually like. I guess you could say trip to Japan, right? Because that's the kind of easy one.
Mm-hmm.
But I wonder, like, what would he give her? Like, what's her favorite stuff? You know? Does he know? I don't know.
Thing, what they're into.
Yeah.
Give her her favorite flowers or buy her a favorite chocolate, just to say.
I mean, just being real, it would be to take her out to get her favorite food.
Yeah,
I'm not even trying to like be mean about it.
There's nice sushi restaurants in Seattle you could absolutely drive to, which makes it way better than door dashing it. You know what I'm saying? Just go there. But they DoorDash sushi because that's a good idea. Really keeps the sushi intact. Really makes a good experience when you're DoorDashing sushi. That takes 45 minutes to get to your house, and paying extra $45 for it too. But yeah,
at least you don't have to worry about it getting cold. Have you heard Have you heard the new game? The new cat game is we're done with Skyrim. Skyrim's out now. We got Powerwash Simulator. Is her new game.
Yes, she's loving that. I would guess she likes that game. I know Steve of the Dead, you're a fan of that game, but I think you'd agree that sounds like a game Cat might like, if you know what I'm saying. Do you agree with that?
I don't know. I would think that it wouldn't offer as much freedom as she appreciated in Skyrim. Because
interesting.
There's only one real way to do things, and it's you have to clean this thing.
Okay. Yeah. I thought maybe it's
like
more of a
worlds to explore, or
mindless kind of no thinking required game. You know what I mean? I don't know.
I played a Viscera detail, which is kind of like that, where you just take a mop and you're basically following after an FPS hero as he just paints the walls with all the enemies. You're just like you're the guy who follows up and cleans everything off.
Oh, that's cool.
Like pick up all the limbs and things and all
cool idea.
Bullet casings. And, it's pretty fun.
NWO News says surprised he didn't blame daylight savings time. Oh well, maybe
once. We did get all caps at the bottom of the updates, though. You know, the schedules.
Oh, we got to
forget streams are now 1 hour.
Don't forget, dumb fucks. The pasta maker says Cat is a world-class chef that should be working as a chef instead of retail. Oh shoot, she's always too tired to cook though. Oh well. We'll play that tomorrow. The birthday stuff will be tomorrow because that's very special. We'll play that tomorrow. Don't worry. Anybody News says Phil is literally Invader Zim and Cat is Gurr. I don't get this reference, Ludwig. Please, do you agree or disagree?
Oh yeah, big fan.
Okay.
Invader Zim, he has delusions of grandeur. He wants to. He's a very low class, low level alien. He's trying to take over the Earth, and Gurr is like his robot sidekick, who's just kind of malfunctioning, completely out of it. Just wants tacos, and
there you go.
Very popular in the late Nick Jr. Hot Topic sort of era.
Okay, big hubs. And Mr. Lolcow says, in a healthy relationship for me has a couple. In a healthy relationship for me, a couple has inside jokes, experiences, goals, and achievements together. This is just sad and pathetic. Poor Cat. And yes, and I'm not trying to be a flex here, but anytime you've seen me talk about Chew or something, it's just like something that happened together. And it's not just I watched her play a game, you know what I mean? And I'm not trying to flex here. It's very normal. It's very normal to have things that happen in your life with your partner, right? It's just... You know?
There's nothing. There was no like, Jay, do you remember that time when we were out by the beach and, you know, you got this thing out of the claw machine and we had a laugh and a game? You know, nothing. Yeah. There's like no references to like any like points in the relationship where things have happened that they can develop and bond over this event, this reference, these experiences. There's nothing.
That's gay.
That's gay.
There you go.
No, they weren't at the pub. They never went to the pub.
Well, now that changes. That changed it to this.
That's fucking dope.
All right. Waffle Buddy 123 says, love the show, full homo style. All right, well, now you asked for it. Here we go.
That's gay.
There you go. You got it.
Taking care of Maglir's contract.
Shouldn't you be shutting the fuck up?
Okay, cool.
Oh, there we
Yeah,
go.
very hilarious. Funny. This is how you do comedy. Oh, okay. And this is his... this
That's
is
an official thumbnail.
official, yes. Officially
Look at the
licensed DSP gaming thumbnail. Okay? This is the thumbnail. Nothing has
The only
changed.
joke he does with unboxing is like he gets soy faced over the most mundane things. That's his only joke.
And as Steve pointed out, look at the chapter title, guys. The Elephant in the Room. That is the name of this chapter. Here we go. Let's see
It's
what
not a
this
pregnancy
says.
announcement.
No.
Get clothes done today. I need to do this. She's like, tell me all the stuff she has to do. And she's like, I would have had it all done. But that work throwing me off, and then we had our day off for our anniversary. If we had stayed home that day, I would have had more time to catch up, but we didn't. We went out, and not that she regrets that. She loved having the day out, but basically she just can't play. She's been playing catch up all week and hasn't yet, right?
Remember, now we know the truth about this too, by the way. Because this is all trying to over-explain why Cat can't do co-op anymore. This is, I would guess, early 2024. Yes, April 14th, 2024. So this is when we're over-explaining why Cat can't do co-op, when we know from the DMs the real reason. Well, it was part of a snaking, so yeah, I don't know if it's true or not. But we know the real reason was her health issues started then.
And I'm like, well, what do you want to do? And basically here's my actual honest take on this.
Remember,
okay.
Yeah, please go.
Before we get his honest take on his actual honest take. On
Yeah.
She is stressed and overworked, and she just wants to play catch up with all the chores around the house, like the cleaning and the laundry. And it's like, why isn't Phil helping her? Why is this 42-year-old man not helping his wife do the cleaning and do his own laundry?
She likes to clean.
He has an idea of marriage from like the 40s and 50s where the guy works, but usually in those situations they're doing like real work, not playing a video game. You know what I mean?
He's a blue-collar streamer.
But yeah, he's doing the work and bringing home the bacon, and she's doing everything else. But that only works if she's not also working, Philip. You forgot that part of the 40s and 50s.
Yeah.
Where the women didn't really work. You know what I mean? But, all right. I guess it's cool.
It is operating a household. That's the thing.
Like you can't just take the good parts of the 40s and 50s for you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it's really cool. Guys just did their work and came home and didn't do shit else. That's it. Get home, get a beer, watch TV. That's it. Women take care of the rest. But you can't forget that women didn't go out to work either. So that was literally their entire job, which did give you more time to do that kind of stuff. But all right.
Okay.
Didn't spend more on mobile games than the average income.
Yeah,
I'm like, well, what do you want to do? And basically here's my actual honest take on this.
Remember, this is complete fabrication, okay? It's funny when he says that now because we know this is all bullshit. This is my complete, honest, 100% true assessment of the situation. It's all fake.
Just wants you to pay attention.
Yeah, it's completely fake. Here we go.
Okay. Why on earth are we going to be doing co-op tonight if she's going to be stressed out, right?
Okay.
The whole idea of us coming in here
Because when people are stressed out, they play a video game.
Usually, but
doing anything together on a stream is that it's supposed to be a fun atmosphere, right? We're gonna have fun together. We're gonna play a game. We're gonna talk.
Going to bring the
communicate
vibe down. Right?
yes, not going to be chill.
The audience, or whatever it may be.
Yeah.
Right? If she's already stressed out and now she's going to come in here and try to play a game, that's just going to translate into her demeanor and her enjoyment of the stream in general.
Yeah.
And you also know, let's be honest, that the trolls are going to be here. I already see some of them in chat saying dumb shit. I'm kind of ignoring them now to at least give my explanation. But that's the thing, like, what's the point of doing a late night stream with my wife where we're supposed to be having fun together if she's not going to have fun because she's stressed out? It doesn't make sense. Okay. Right? So I said to her, if you're stressed out and all you want to do tonight is play catch up or do some relaxing or whatever you want to do, that's perfectly fine.
Just tell me now. And that way, we're not being forced into a situation where we're doing a stream that's not going to work because, you know, we're going to be stressed out and upset or whatever. And she's like, yeah, I don't want to do it. She's like, I want to do it. I want to do it, but let's do it.
Completely.
Yeah.
Complete
I don't want to
bullshit.
do it. I want to do it.
He got noticed his oopsie there real fast. You notice that? Like, I don't want to do it. I want to do it.
She's like, yeah, I don't want to do it. She's like, I want to do it. I want to do it, but let's do it on a week when I'm not so stressed out because everything, she's so backed up and everything. Okay?
I don't want to do I want to do it. Okay, last one. Go ahead,
How about,
Steve.
honey, I'll help you. You sit down. I'll do the laundry. I'll stick the laundry in, and then I'll clean the kitchen or whatever.
He's the kind of dude that would be like, honey, you know I'm horrible at this. I would mess this up if I tried the laundry. You know, you just put it in and push dry.
You do it so well.
I would find a way to mess this up, honey. Okay, just put the wet clothes in the dryer and push start. I would find a way. You know how I am, Cat. That's how he would
I'll
do
schedule
it.
it a year in advance when I do the laundry, just like you schedule a year in advance to show up on my stream.
Yeah. All right.
Hey, River, you're not the only one who doesn't know how to work a washing machine.
Oh, we got some River content coming at you in the future as well today. So here we go. Let's get the last video from this little mini series here. Here we go. Look at this. Very.
Steve,
go ahead.
when you go to bed, do you take your glasses off?
Yes, that's part of the protocol. Yeah.
I'm enjoying this sultry Philip and Jasper moment. You see this? Look at this. Let's get it on. Yup. Okay.
Like we were supposed to have Wednesday off for our anniversary, and then they changed her work schedule, and it screwed everything up. Like, oh crap!
Now
I don't know if she's gonna be up to it and want to do it. Right now she says maybe. Okay. Again, the best way we're gonna get enjoyment out of a co-op playthrough with my wife is that she's 100% ready for it, into it, not feeling exhausted, not feeling stressed, not feeling pressured, but she wants to do it. She wants to do it, but not if she's all stressed out because she's been working all day. All right? So we got to see what happens with this and go from there. It may not be Wednesday night. I'm just going to say that up front. It may be, and it may not. If it's not, then probably Wednesday night we'll do a random stream of, say, maybe Alone in the Dark, the second run, or
Never happened. They never did co-op again after this moment. But there you go.
Yeah, no Beyond Two Souls. Remember that?
Nope.
That never happened.
It Takes Two. All these options they had to play, but no, we had to do Dendoko, which was great. Big ups to Magic Short Bus, who says, "ALT, what would you do if you choose begging over her?" I don't think she'd appreciate it. Honestly, I don't know. I can't even think about it. I don't know what that would look like. I don't even know. Ginyu4Z says, "I'm also always surprised that a $2 super chat received by DSP are paragraphs long. Clearly, no tips are fake." There has been a very noticeable uptick in troll tipping these days. I don't know what that's from, but yeah, there is some times where he's reading a tip and he will just sit there and read, and then say,
"Well, there's no character limit since he's going directly through PayPal."
Yes.
Whereas if you had to go through a payment processor, it would adjust up like a super chat is.
Yep. So, and I don't, the fake tipping thing. You never know. I know some are. Maybe we should do, if we collect enough of them one day, it would be funny to do like a is it fake or not game or something, but we'll never know the truth, but we'll never know the
Some
real
are really
answer.
weird.
Right? Some are definitely really weird.
Like some streams, he's like, "Okay, this is the stream where I have to eat food. I skipped breakfast. I wanted to build up an appetite so I can eat food on stream, but we're not near the goal. I'm hungry enough. $40 tip. There, now I can order food."
Yeah, so it's very weird sometimes. Oh, and Bob Starsky says troll tipping is a Kino Casino thing. There you go. I mean, I think there's other.
We were doing it before.
Yeah, it was always happening. There were some people that were always doing it. Speaking of which, let's do a few band names just as a little transition here. We do have Cat Got Blacked, Real Sad, LOL. We do have Resurgence Gone Like Bunny. Nice. We have Bunny Exorcism, Wife Exorcism. So kind of a double thing there. 43 Begging for Kids Meal, Real. That's classic. We have I Donate But Fuck You Tubbs, Wink. Oh, excuse me, it's I did this man a disservice. I'd donate, but fuck you, Tubbs. Okay, excuse me.
Very well.
DoorDash's Pets Like Food. Emotional exploiter of dents. Path 4, remember the paths? The 3 paths, drama, whatever. All right, so we have Path 4 job, Path 5 rope. So there we go. The different paths there. Different paths. Minecraft birthday gay. Okay, that's what that means. Let's see. 4D chess player real. Bought a zoo. That's a bought a zoo. Nice. 8th month king snake forgotten. With the forgotten uppercase. Fat wife dead rabbit lonely. Okay, that's a direct hit there. I'm just reading them, by the way. I'm not saying I agree with any of these. Just want to get that out there. My fat wife ate my rabbits. Okay. Fat wife, dead rabbit.
It was
lonely.
a joint effort.
Cat, Tyrone, DSP in cuck chair. Okay, that's fun. That's fun. Zero chat history, whale reel. Squawks the birthday tipper. Feasting with the pig reel. Yellow paint to cat's gunt folds. I don't know what that means.
Oh my god.
I don't know what that means. I don't even know what that means. I'm just reading these. They mean nothing to me. Let's stop eventually. King snake styled regard reel. Let's go chill, positive vibe reel. On the spectrum reel. Rotten teeth smark guy yuck. I like the I can't emphasize enough how much the reel has given us in terms of comedy, right? Just saying the reel has given us so much content.
The variants like fake or
yeah. I like that people will play on it like really.
Yeah.
False. Not true.
Bunny out, DM leaks in. So that's cool. That's cool. Okay, let's move on. We can keep going. We're going to do one more tournament. By the way, I'll do a slight spoiler here.
And that's when we get justice for House Talk 2014, part 5037.
I honestly think the most natural thing to do now is wait till Kick ends, because we know it's coming. And when does that come? We will do the final tournament. And let me tell you, exciting news. The person behind King Jad's bingo system has created a tournament system just for us. Just for the Van Kick names. And I can't wait to show it to you, but I want to wait until we can do it fully. But that gentleman
you won't mess it up again.
Yes. So we have a real program made in Python to make us do this tournament. It's incredible. I can't wait to show it. But that'll be a future show. There's a little edging for you. Okay, so I did tease some river content. And here it is, River Rambles. Nice. This is put together by Bob Starsky himself of Derek-isms fame. This is a River Rambles edition.
Good day and welcome. Sir Robert Starsky here, returning with a brand new series entitled The River Rambles. Since the banishment of young Derish Ip, it's been tough.
I didn't know they went on a date. That's new lore to me. Pretty cool.
And she stepped on him.
Congratulations, yeah, stepped on him.
Finding a DSP dent that is able to replace him for meaningful content. That is until a young lad popped up named River Rejection. He is the new Derish Ip, but rather than being addicted to porn and wrestling, this mongoloid is addicted to drugs. In this first volume, we have some examples of young River's mental Special Olympics gymnastics, though it is difficult to comprehend whether his brain has been affected by drugs or pygnosis.
Okay.
You be the judge. I want to learn how to use a washing machine so my mum doesn't have to do it for me. I tried looking up tutorials on YouTube, but there's so many different models, so I gave up. On top of that, I would really love to learn how to cook basic food instead of relying on mum to do it. Unhappy face emoji. I've never played Mario Kart.
You turn it on from the inside.
How hard is it, man?
Like a Crush Team Racing clone, though.
You know, I've often said that. It does. I thought the same thing. It looks like Crash Team Racing.
Palm emoji. Okay, so I've been holding off Googling my breathing problems due to my addiction, and now I regret looking it up because I might actually suffer what this article says. Kind of fucking scared to see doctor. I don't want to tell them my problem. They might judge or scold me. I don't know what to do. What's one point?
just die. What else is there?
What did 96M mean?
Oh my
I
god.
thought height was measured by feet. Shrugging shoulders emoji.
Is this a LARP or is he that dumb? Come on. Is this...
Search your
what do you-
feelings.
All right.
No, it should
Come
be true.
on. This would be like a good comedy account. You know what I'm saying? But all right.
Facepalm emoji. Why is four-wheel drive trucks a thing when all cars have four wheels to drive? How does that make sense?
Good. I've often wondered that myself. They got the four wheels, so why do we need four-wheel drive? Obviously, yeah.
Shrugging shoulders emoji, facepalm emoji. Thank you for listening to the ramblings of River Rejection. And a big ups to Steve of the Dead and Mad Brew, who, if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't have started this series. At this current moment in time, I can confirm that River is still unable.
Cool jump scare. Let me see if I can get it. Yeah, I'll try
This
to catch
series.
it. Yeah.
At this current moment in time, I can confirm that River is still unable to make toast. And until he provides proof, he is still a can't make toast little bitch. Good day.
No.
Nah.
This is becoming the new Rickroll. That's ridiculous. Get this out of here. Tired of it. Tired of it. All right. A few little things here. The website Zillow, guys, Zillow.com. You can check out houses on it, and they can tell you some information. Well, on the official Zillow listing for DSP's house is the following. This is official. It says, I will read it for you. This is not a joke. It is official. I did confirm this. A robust condo with multiple living style rooms. In the upstairs, there are many rooms to do human activities, such as sleeping, digesting, or creating content. Kitchen is rustic, with easy access for cats to access the counter and participate in family activities. 2 showers don't work, but that's not a problem if you only shower once a week by rubbing a damp washcloth over your sweaty parts. 3 spacious bedrooms, so you and your wife can occupy 2, while her boyfriend can have their own space when they're exhausted after a late night visiting.
I've got a quick monitor.
I don't know how this got in there, but I promise you it is very real, and it's true. It's on the official website.
He talks about digestion like it's manual. You're just sitting there digesting. It's like, what are you doing? Like pushing a button on your belly button? It's like, all right, you gotta recycle the washing machine.
It's like encoding videos where he pretends that's manual too. Like you have to do the encoding yourself. I gotta encode videos. That takes a few hours. Like, all right, man.
It's like next a dark wizard spell. I cast manual digestion. No, you bastard.
Next up, we have someone found some DSP style chips in the wild, which I appreciated. As you can see, they are described as savory, tangy, and sweet. And once you have those 3 adjectives, I think you can do any good DSP tries it. What else do you need? Shout outs to this
How did they
person.
add sweetness?
Shout outs to whoever sent that. Also, Steve, this is from you. Oh, did he go? Oh, here, you here? So this is a gentleman, and I will ask Ludwig, I guess, to set the stage. How would you describe K-Gallion for those that might not know who this character is?
He's DSP's most loyal dent on Twitter, constantly reacting to troll accounts, telling him to get lives, even though his life is spent gout guarding for Phil. Yes,
and this is his most recent YouTube message on anything Philip related. And this is actually on the Level 666 King Snake video. Steve found this one. K-Gallion saying, Phil masturbating on stream a decade ago was less embarrassing than this arc. Steve, you are the one that found this, right? Can you hear me? Oh, Steve, you're the one that found this. Did you see this one yet? You found it, so.
Oh, yeah. The
embarrassing for who, though? It could have been embarrassing for them. And a big win for Phil.
It could be. That could be what he's fucking saying. But anyways, yeah, K-Gallion is a douchebag that outdoxed many people. Doxed many detractors, right? Back in the day.
Jeez.
I can't remember. Yeah, but anyways.
Didn't know about that.
Yeah, I believe so. I'm not saying it's definitely true, but I thought I remember that. Dubmatic is saying yes, but I think that was true. Anyways, there we go. He always defended DSP. One of those huge defenders of DSP from back in the day. All right, let's get to a message here.
Like
a
fiefdom.
If you said any fucking problem with that, anyways, no problem. All right, let's get to one more message here before people riot about no messages. Here we go. Go. Oh, we got to turn your mic on. Okay, here we go. Turned it on.
What's going on, guys? Samurai is here. So I just finished listening to DSP talk about the Switch 2. And it wouldn't be a classic DSP take if it didn't involve regurgitating stuff you read on Twitter and blatant racism. So I think we can all come to the agreement that you can't just make a blanket negative statement against an entire race of people and have that not be a racist thing to say. But I think DSP is just stuck in that boomer mindset where as long as you say, well, that's just how they are. That's just how those people are. That's how they operate.
Yeah.
That somehow the statement you made is just no longer racist when that's not the case. Especially with the example that he gave. So I guess y'all probably already talked about this, but he talked about the Switch 2 prices and how they're charging for what should have been like a free pack-in game for the Switch 2. And that somehow got him on a rant that Japanese people just have a superiority complex and are also racist to other races of the world. Like, huh? What? But he also gave Sony as an example of like, see, this company gave a free game out with their PS5. And it's like, now I'm convinced this man doesn't know that Sony is a Japanese company because that example disproves his entire argument. We're also talking about the guy who's not only just blatantly racist, but again, he has next to no experience with Japan as a whole. The closest thing he has was he played like some Japanese Street Fighter players one time, like 20 years ago. And that's it. But, I mean, it's DSP. He's just racist. That's it.
Good point, Samurai.
Well, he played many of the Yakuza games. That's where he knows Japan from.
Very realistic. You always see people walking around in football costumes doing shoulder checks to people. It's very cool in Japan when that happens. But I don't know what this whole...
Everyone loves the Yakuza. I think they're really cool.
Everyone loves them. They're allowed everywhere. It's definitely cool. When they see those tattoos on people, they really perk up. But anyways, it's just Philip is looking for... It's on I don't know if it's a new thing. Let's say it's been a while now, but he's trying to look for takes that will latch on, and he thinks like gaming news will take notice of and say, wow, yeah, DSP is finally right again. I think he's just hungry for that kind of acceptance that is now very far gone since the King arc is over. So
hard to imagine.
But he's just saying stuff like the Japan one was ridiculous, especially when you use Sony as your example, as Samurai has pointed out. Sony did a pack-in game, but so then Japan is xenophobic, so they don't want to do pack-in games.
They have famously listened to Nintendo of America. Nintendo of Japan wanted to package the Game Boy with Mario, and Nintendo of America was like, if you want to sell Game Boys to kids, you package it with Mario. If you want to sell Game Boys to everyone, you package it with Tetris. And that's what they went with.
Yeah. And so it's just ridiculous.
Very good, by the way.
When the real answer is Nintendo likes money and they are trying to push to get as much money from as many people as they can. That's pretty much their track history. You know what I'm saying? Is like they charge what they want and people will pay it. So that's how it works. I mean, it's not saying it's cool. It fucking sucks, but that's what they do. So we don't have to look for this deeper take here. But Philip is these days very much looking for these deeper takes, as he did with that South of Midnight game, which that take that was just trying to be different, I think, right? Like, just, you know what I mean? I don't know what that take even was. Like, if you don't like the game, that means you are racist. There's no reason you couldn't like the game other than you are racist, I think was. But I don't know. What do you think about that one, Ludwig?
Yeah, and he teased it before doing the unboxing of a headphones that he spent $250 on, which I still don't get why he was necessary to buy that. Even though he took a whole segment to explain why it was, I still don't get it.
Yes.
And then he went back to South of Midnight, and like he said, oh yeah, I'm going to talk about Sweet Baby Ink. You get ready for it. And I'm like, okay, I want to hear that because I literally made videos about Sweet Baby Ink. Like, but no, he's just like, oh, Sweet Baby Ink is in charge. Well, like, do you know why that's a problem? Do you know that their tactics and the things that they said, why people would opt out of this game? I mean, I'm sure if South of Midnight was a really good game, people would ignore all that. Like the same reason people ignored a lot of things from Baldur's Gate 3 because it was just done really well. And a lot of it was up to your hands. It's part of player choice. But when they shove it down your throat, people have issue with it, and they're just like, I don't want to play it. I don't want to watch it. I don't want to encourage you to keep playing this game because we all know with DSP, giving him money ensures that he'll keep playing a video game. So if you don't want to see him keep playing that game, you withhold.
Yeah.
And he got really upset by that and projected a whole lot of weird, just like social issues onto people just not wanting to see him stream it.
My favorite part.
Just
Go
quick
ahead,
point.
Steve.
Quick point
please.
about the anti-Japan thing. They mentioned playing against a couple of Japanese players, maybe 10. 20
yes, he did.
Remember that Phil's attitude towards these players was always very hostile because he saw them as getting better treatment because people were flying to Japan and the people who were organizing tournaments in America were like, hey, if we'll put you up, we'll find you a hotel rooms and give you a place to sleep. And Phil saw that as, preferential treatment. And they got to bring their own sticks, or they had, Japanese, because there's a difference between Japanese and American arcade cabinets. So they got specific sticks for them. And Phil's like, that's unfair that we're doing that. Why aren't we supporting American players more? You
didn't pay for me to go fly to Japan. And it's like, well, you're nobody.
So no one really cares about
but
seeing
a couple of people did.
place players.
Is the best bit.
Oh, okay.
They did pay some. I mean, they paid the big people. They paid Arturo to get out there. And they did pay some Japanese player to get there because that's how fucking big they were. Because they actually won shit. You know what I mean? They won tournaments. Philip, I'm waiting for the tournament that Philip won. That wasn't a qualifier. I'd like to hear that one.
The second one.
You know what I mean?
Still got the trophy.
And everyone who beat him was Japanese. So I don't know how much of that prejudice is sink into his head.
That's the real thing. But like you said, the Phillips with the takes thing, he's looking for clips, looking for takes that are going viral. My favorite part of this whole thing was like, okay, if this is what the hill you want to die on, Philip, that you say, fuck people that hate this game just because of the, what does he call it, like the social implications or something. He explains it very tentedly. Okay,
if you want to have 2 hours of it, like to have such a galvanized opinion. Just after 2 hours of gameplay, like, bro, like, so maybe people know more about this than you do just by virtue of playing the game more.
And so if you want to have that take, all right, so why don't you try to prove people wrong and say, actually, this game is good, and I'm going to show people, and then keep playing it and make a hype playthrough. But instead, what do? We bitch about it, blame the viewers for being racist for not watching, and then wage quitting it. So what does that accomplish in any way? You know what I mean? What's the point of this whole rant then?
Just attacking his own audience.
Best part was when he's like, maybe there is woke stuff in it, but I haven't got to it yet. He's only done 2 hours of the playthrough.
Reminds me of Callisto Protocol, how adamantly he defended that after such little time playing it.
Well, I hope he has the same energy when it comes to Neil Druckmann, right? I would hope so. Right? Because it seems you take what the mob says about Neil Druckmann pretty much straight to heart and don't play that stuff.
Or 2XKO with the Cannon Brothers. Like, I'm not going to play that because I don't like the people in charge. It's like, well, that's a lot of people's reasoning behind South of Midnight.
Yes. Oh, when 2XKO comes out, oh my God, we're going to be that being 2XKO, by the way, because we are making this game top of the charts. I've got to get in contact with their people.
Tournament and everything.
You don't
have might to be able to do an ad placement if you're lucky. Like, come on,
I would love it. Please. But it's very silly, and he's going for these takes every day because he has nothing on his podcast. His podcast has never been this nothing as the era we're in right now. It has never been this meaningless. It is 50% about the goals, 50% about the schedule, and if there's time, I shouldn't say 50%, but 40% goals, 40% schedule. If there's time left, we get Q&A, and that's it. And that is legitimately it.
Menuing, like we're looking at menus on websites. That's the worst. I can't stand it.
We're deciding the next goal is a very that's the main content now. Absolutely.
Let's hit this goal first.
Yes. But anyways, it's just something. And that's all his takes these days are looking for clips. I don't think he even cares about what the take is. He just wants to get a clip that takes off again. And people say, wow, DSP has a point I agree with. Yeah, cool. He's back or something.
He's trying to strike where the iron is hot, but he's doing it after not playing the game for very long because he does very short gameplay sessions. So he's destroying his own ability to go viral by being ignorant of what he's talking about.
Yes. And there's no depth to anything he says at all. Right? Like there's nothing.
Surface level.
No, it's like you said, Sweet Baby Inc. That's just like a company, and he thinks they're bad, but we don't know why they're bad. Like, Sweet Baby Inc. is involved, so you know what that means.
Seen it on
he doesn't know who Kim Belair is, or her giving a speech talking about how she pressures people into, including things that she wants included. Yeah, it's like that's not a direction that people want to go with gaming, so they're gonna vote with their wallet.
But they're sweet baby ink. Good point. Anyways, yeah. So you guys, any tips? Anyway.
Was that in the game? Like, it reminds me of like, oh well, Derek isn't a pedophile like in my chat, so why should I care about it?
So I mean, I don't know. Anyways, big ups to Yonahal, who says these clips are how he fights with Kat. He can't actually argue to her face. He just complains about it on stream. Kat, you are someone who...
It does sound like he doesn't go to her with his problems because he uses his chat for that.
Oh yeah. That's every day.
Podcast is just therapy now.
Yeah, explaining all the problems, things we're worried about, right? And it's funny, we're now... We now we wage quit game. We've normalized wage quitting. By the way, I think we had 2 wage quits this week even. But he keeps going, now I can afford everything, guys. But then
Adam Paul is on its way out.
Yeah. But then if a game is slow for one stream, we drop it. But also we can afford to do whatever we want, so that's cool too. But we wage quit faster than ever. Doesn't really make any sense. But it's just about keeping that positivity rolling. That's the only thing we have to do now is to keep our appearances up and being very successful. Even though Kino Casino,
we got Minecraft today.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, great. You guys love this, by the way. You love this. Bird Talk is coming, Duddy Zero. Do not worry. 20 minutes until Bird Talk starts. Don't worry. You do not want to miss it.
Speaking of birds, his Minecraft world is destroyed. Remember that giant bird statue that he made because of Papa Vera telling him like step by step how to do it? That's all gone. Cool.
We're going to get so much of that, aren't we? Oh, I don't remember how to do this. I don't know how to do this. The game's changed so much since the last time I played it.
God.
He lacks basic creativity. His room in Minecraft was like a hallway.
Yeah. No thought to how it looks at all. Just, I need a room here. Okay, that looks pretty good. And remember, one of my favorite like rants DSP has ever done is when he's ranting about, I can't even remember what the rant was about, but he's trying to fill in a pond. So he goes back to the lake.
I think it was the DJ Runo stuff.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You're right. Opens the gate. Goes straight. Turns around. Close the gate. Go to the water. Drop the water. Come back with the empty bucket
at a time. Yeah, it's like you can hold multiple buckets in inventory.
One bucket.
I still think the best bit was when the first time he played it, the first stream, and he fell into some water that was like a block below. And he couldn't get out of the water. He was stuck in the water for 10 or 15 minutes.
What do I do?
Going, well, that's it. What do I do? He had to be told, destroy the block, and then you can jump up.
Hopefully we get those Minecraft tier rents today. I don't know. He's in that kind of mood.
I know. Yeah, Minecraft. Okay, the tier list for like rant games for DSP is Minecraft, PUBG, and baseball. I think those might be my top 3. Am I missing any?
Yeah.
Those
like Battle Royale where he's just like wandering around a large area.
You know?
Or the fishing simulator.
Fishing's good too. That was a good one.
Quite a few from that, yeah.
Yeah, but there's a lot of good. Those
not many
from
the best. Flight. Not many for Flight Simulator.
No, Flight Simulator's dumb. He's just looking for contributions, saying where do you want to go, guys. Remember, where do you want to go? You know. But yeah, fishing, Minecraft, and PUBG are the classics. That's when a lot of stuff comes out from deep within. Hidden memories come out. Anyways, big ups Tech Enthusiast who says the guy who knew about the DSP's clip is Miro. Okay. Cool. He seems like he knows his stuff. I'd love to talk to him. Nick says, money stress, bunny less sad. There you go. Bunny less. Mario the Prophet says, just submitted a clip of Phil's screeching child. Don't worry, sir. I got those on deck already, Mario the Prophet, but you are a legend nonetheless. And Magic Short Bus says, I'm sorry, Steve. I'm no longer Justice for House Tour. The PW Army doesn't care about ass. Any thoughts, Steve?
I'm sorry to lose you, soldier, but the fight will go on.
The PWR, yeah.
The Rodeo King is good, but so is Panda's ass.
Shout outs to PWR who got called by Ethan Ralph yesterday. And it's very funny how people are like just rattling behind PWR now. Like Kino Casino, both members are like retweeting like PWR roast Ethan Ralph and stuff. It's very funny. But he's rocking.
I did my own call in and had fun, but Ethan Ralph doesn't know how to have fun, I guess.
No, he did apparently not. Okay, so one more before we get to our bird content here, I did want to show this one, which I found there's endless stuff in these DMs, and one day we might do a DM special, I guess. But here's one I wanted to show. I found one just ALT's Theater here. So I want to read this one. This is from Triple P is talking about something else. Talking about the wrestling show was successful, and he said we may as well start kayfabing the wrestling show. That's a different thing. That was like, I don't care how you brought up Grill Phil stuff. That was all funny. But here we go. This is DSP, and I want to. This is a day where Kino Casino is streaming. Okay, they are streaming, and they streamed. And while they're streaming, DSP sends this DM. Okay,
the time. The time.
Yeah, here we go. So LOL.
What time is that?
Dude, you have to have me on when you talk about me with other guests. I watched the 10 minutes where you roasted me today, and I can't stop laughing. I will totally add to it. Like, I would have run to my fridge to get lunch meat and throw it away with the lunch meat sandwiches bit. Comedy fucking gold, and I love it. God. So cringe. God damn it.
What do you think I'm going to eat this? This lunch meat? Get it out of here.
Comedy fucking gold.
It would have taken him like 45 seconds to run downstairs and grab the ham anyways. It would have just been all dead air.
This is, yes, definitely. God, can you imagine? This is just praying to get back on the show, by the way, as you can see. Guys, please, I would really add to it. And what was happening was Kino Casino had Steve Campion on, and they were just endlessly laughing at Phil and shitting on him for an hour about the lunch meat sandwiches bit and everything. So he wants so much to be accepted that he is telling people, when you shit on me with others, invite me too. That's really fun. Wow. God. This is what happens when you never have any friends in your life. You're drowning in loneliness. You will take anyone's hand, even if they are people endlessly making fun of you and calling you the scum of the earth, begging for money about lunch meat sandwiches. I'll still want to hang out with you guys.
Such weird, just like troll shielding. Like, if I get in good with you guys, you'll make fun of everyone else but me. And
it's what happens. It's what you're left with when you don't care about what sort of attention you get. All you care about is you're getting attention.
Yep.
You don't care whether it's good or bad. You just care that people are talking about you.
Mm-hmm.
That's what that reduces you to in the long run.
God.
Yeah, because what are you going to do positive that brings positive attention? You don't even know what you can do to bring in positive attention. It's just like, well, this is the only attention I can bring, so I might as well treat it like it's the good kind.
But remember, I have to remind everyone here, seems like some of you forgot, this was all part of the plan. So who's really felt it here? Not me, you guys.
He robbed them.
Robbed the casino. Idiots. Big ups Nate Rivers, who says Baldur's Gate 3 was Phil projecting the whole time. With a certain bear, you mean?
I should have to watch more of that, but I haven't played it yet, so I kind of don't want to get spoiled.
That seems like a Ludwig game, 100%. You have not played that yet? Seems like you'd be all over
I'm waiting for it to be done.
Okay.
It keeps getting updated.
There we go.
You know, like the main draw of the Phil one, though, don't you? You know how his relationship ended up.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so that's
it's like you felt like the game just like sexually harassed him.
Yeah.
He did the same thing with Fire Emblem. Like they hooked him up with a lolly character because he didn't pick out a romance.
Wonder if we got
it's like the lolly goddess.
Wonder if we got there.
That'd be funny. I saw that someone on Twitter, like someone said, like, how many players have fucked the bear or something? Like it's like 3 million players have fucked the bear. Oh, yeah, cool crew.
You can share a song for that.
Yeah, definitely. Real quick, I do want to. This is a very funny thumbnail. You're going to enjoy this. Now we can't play the whole video because there's a lot of twisted, stiff stuff in this one. Street Panda, maker of the coloring book, which is doing great.
Yes, I got my own.
Yes,
I think a lot of us got ours.
So this is a very twisted video, but I can't play it. But I did like his take of Darziak, how he decided to portray Darziak. So I just want to play the last, let's say, 30 seconds of it. I thought it was funny. I will put the link in chat if you want to watch it, though, because it is funny. Here we go.
Thank you again, Darziak, for the fifth
go ahead,
time.
Ludwig. Sorry. What's your favorite? Go
Oh,
ahead.
my favorite is like him and Jenna, like
Yeah.
listing off all of my fellow favorite cum guzzling inflation explosion.
Yeah. I didn't want to play that
Listing
part, but
going
it's
on.
it's very funny. I love this Jenna. Like Jenna's my favorite character in the series. Absolutely, she's so brutal. I love it. Oh,
Thank you again, Darziak, for the 5th time. We should definitely do this again and hit those goals repeatedly again and again and again and again.
Phil, you are an amazing host. I hope you please all your followers like you did for me upstairs. And through these troubled times of mass inflation, you have somehow proven to be a resilient streamer. Don't despair, Phil. You have my utmost gratitude and loyalty. Just keep begging. It's the most masculine and beautiful thing a man can do running a household. And to answer your question earlier, no, I'm not a femboy, Philip.
Fucking sick. Cat, wake the fuck up and bury these fools 6 feet under.
Bye, Mr. Dragon.
So cool, so funny. It's definitely worth watching. So watch that for sure if you haven't seen it.
That is not my voice.
No,
but that cat voice was. Is that a clip? Because that was scarily good.
No. For some reason, I don't know why, but Catherine does so good on AI. It really sounds like her. And also with face swaps, Catherine is 100% lock. I don't know if it's like the features or whatever, but like it always comes out well.
It's because she's more human than Phil.
Probably.
We know how alien Phil is.
It definitely comes out where I think face swaps are always no problem. But if I try to do Jenna face swaps, they never work. Like it just doesn't come out. Oh, that's definitely Jenna. It just doesn't work.
Yeah, they're doing a lot of fun AI stuff. It's so funny how much the AI knows about Phil, like without even additional prompting.
I asked it like one time to like give me a joke that DSP would make, and then at the tail end of it, it said, "Do you want to put this in a more pre-stream style?" It said that. I'm not lying. I'll show you. Look, because some of you out there might be doubting me. I'll show you. Look,
or like low tips pre-stream style rant.
Look, I said, this is the joke. It said, why did the gamer cross the road? To get to the other side, but the game lagged, the controls didn't respond, the sun glare hit my screen, and somehow it's my fault I got hit by a car. So that's already pretty good. But look at the finish. I didn't write this. I didn't prompt this. It said, want one with a salty pre-stream rant vibe too? AI asked this. So I did that.
That's the AI. It's crazy. When that's your reputation, like how do you
So I
even have an ego?
That confidence.
Confidence 99. Look at this. Confidence 99% that Phil would go on a 10-minute tangent like this midstream. Want me to write it like a transcript from his pre-stream podcast next? Like, come on, man. Just wait. Dude, remember Ludwig we talked about you should make the positive side Phil, that AI's positive Phil. It happens in real time like you did. But you did that kind of the country sounding one. It came out a little country boyish, right? Yeah, that guy. We're so close, man. 5 years, it's just gonna be real. Like just doing it, right? That's like positive side Phil. You guys got any contributions? You know, it's gonna be like, you guys doing well out there today? Hope everyone's doing fine. Hope to see you. Oh, there you go, Slayer. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. You know, like
I'm really unsettled by that. It looks more human than Phil. AI shouldn't look more human than the thing it's emulating. But that looks more human than Phil.
Eventually, I can configure it so we can all just like talk to it.
That'd be cool. What's coming sooner than we think.
I do so on my stream, but it's a little bit complex to turn like mic outputs into inputs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's CTC Jackie's saying enough. Oh yeah, enough of this pussyfooting around is my favorite DSP Forspeg. He's literally said this, by the way. Enough of this pussyfooting around. Enough of this withholding. Waiting to the end. Let's get to it, guys. Let's hit the goal. Never been more forceful begging than there is now. Okay, so real quick, I want to play this clip as well. This is from a Tevin stream. And this is, okay, we got like 7 minutes to watch this. So this is a really quick one here. And he's talking about his plans. Now, this is at the beginning of the King arc. I think it's very interesting how he talks about his future plans and also Catherine. Here we go.
I have a college degree.
Thank you for saying it.
Wait, hold on.
You get that job.
These things.
Out there and getting like
some days it sound like Cat's parent. Other days it sound like her brother. Other days it sound like her
fucking
son.
Master's degree. You get that job. So if you want,
and then I guess like 3% of the time he sound like her husband.
So overqualified, and my wife.
That's a true fucking observation, right? Like, how often does he sound like Cat's husband? Never.
No.
You know, it sounds like a roommate.
Doesn't have a college degree.
Thank you for saying that.
Yeah.
She can't get.
Thank you for letting us know that, dude.
Yep.
God, you're awful.
Everyone's like, we need all this experience.
He stunlocked Tevin there by saying he didn't know what to say. His response was, "You're awful." Like sharing. Oh yeah, she doesn't have a college degree, obviously.
He's so. Dude, I said this before. He's so quick and excited to talk about other people's business.
Yes.
So quick and excited. He's way quicker to talk about Kat having a hospital trip or a hospital bill or anything. Just something that's annoying that he wouldn't want to disclose. He's so quick to disclose it about Kat.
Yes.
And everyone's like, you need all this experience. Well, how do I get it if you don't hire me? If you don't hire me to do the job, how can I get the experience for it? Right? So she doesn't want to work retail. She wants to do other stuff.
Like what?
There you go.
Like not retail. Other stuff. What is she going to be, a firefighter? Why are you talking about this playing Bloodborne? You fucking asshole.
She's worked a million different kind of retail jobs.
A million. Try to. A million.
They don't give you the hours they promised. They all
He's a victim on her behalf. He don't really feel bad for Kat. Don't get it twisted. He's just being a victim on her behalf.
Yes.
He's willing to soak up victimhood for anybody.
And it wasn't corporate. It was like an independently owned store.
Damn, this segment going on long.
Because the guy was like a nice guy.
So now he's telling us about a random job Kat had.
Good jobs. They don't treat you well. They don't give you the hours they promised. They all lie.
I remember you to remember as we listen to this, Philip makes himself over $100,000 a year e-bagging, and he doesn't have any kids. That is by far enough money to live happily. So much so that you wouldn't have to make sure Kat is working retail jobs that Philip will be very quick to tell you how fucked up and shitty they are. But no, we have to keep her on the workforce, right?
What we don't know is how much she would rather be there than in his house.
Well, that's true too. And there is a lot of pets. Thank you so much, Infamous KS. That is true. Pets are expensive.
To mistreat their employees, honestly. Like, I don't think I've ever worked a retail job that actually...
Never mind. He's the victim fully. My bad. Skip ahead.
What would happen in time if things keep going the way they're going, right? And the insane amount of support and positivity.
Yeah.
I could foresee us getting to that point.
No, it's never going to happen.
Yes, you're right. And he's talking about maybe Catherine doesn't have to work sometime in the future. This is during the middle of the King arc. It's hotter than ever right now. That has to continue until we can think about Catherine not having to work. Very cool.
It's not right now. All right, this is where we got to go.
And then if that did happen, would that even be good? Would it really be good? Bruh, Kat's gonna actually die if she don't have to leave the house anymore. It's gonna be actually all DoorDash all day and actually only sitting down forever. Forever. She don't even play video games that much anymore.
All right, so this is new.
Yeah, imagine how big she could get.
So this is new.
He had Panda Lee gaining a little bit of weight before she ended up getting the job.
We'll do this
if you do your research.
We'll go back to Nightmare Alley.
Imagine how big Kat would be. I don't want to say it, but I'm saying. And imagine how big Kat would be if she didn't have to go to work.
It killed us before.
There we go. Big ups to that clip, though. That's pretty high.
And recently, she made the turkey burger, and he's telling her, you should go be a chef. I know you hate your job and you're very miserable, but you should go be a chef. And it's like, she doesn't have any education. She doesn't have any job experience. Yes. What is she going to do? It's going to show up to some restaurant and be like, my husband says I make the best food ever.
She was nearly crying because he said
that shows how little fucking Philip knows how the world works, right? Because cooking...
Yeah, and she started crying, probably because she's like, oh, my husband's a fucking idiot.
Yes. Oh my God. Yeah, Phil, I'm crying, definitely.
Your husband says you're the best chef ever. Okay, who is it? Let me look it up. Oh, notorious liar, Darkside Phil. Okay.
Is he a chef or something? Do we know him? Well, he's Darkside Phil. He's been on the internet. Yeah, right.
Great character witness.
I see. So you have no experience in this position. You
I play Powerwash Simulator.
Your reference is your husband.
Yes. Okay, so we have an opening. It is washing dishes. So that would require you to be on your feet for 8 hours a day, washing dishes the entire time. Is that cool, or you want to do retail still?
Home,
yes. You want to do retail? Okay, yes, I understand. Retail is probably easier. Yes, you are correct in that. Anyways, big ups Warren with a 3-pack here. It says TJE AI is a detractor. Yeah. The AI is a detracting actor.
Okay. I did give it a lot of abrasive character traits. It does roast people. It roasts my chat. Every time someone subs on Twitch, he shows up and sings them a 30-second song that he wrote himself. It's really cool.
That's cool. I'd be interested.
I'll send you the video.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Sorry, I have cataracts, says Warren. No problem, Warren. No problem, Warren. All right. One more message, and then it is bird time. I know a lot of you have been waiting for the bird content, but it's coming at you shortly, okay? One more message. People will revolt if we don't do one more. I hear them all the time. Okay. So let's get to, how about this one? Let's go for Jason Waterfalls. Let's go. First timer, I think.
Hey guys, I know a lot's been going on, but I'm just floored by the retconning of the King of Hate moniker. For 10 years, he said it was a positive thing, and he took that hate and used it to become a powerful person.
Correct.
And trolls would DM companies and email them and tell them it meant he was a hateful person and he hated people. But now, with this road shit, he's talking about going back to being the King of Hate and hating everyone and shooting Scud missiles and breaking bodies. And he's undoing like 10 years of pignosis. What the fuck?
Big ups, Jason Waterfall. You are correct. Now,
RTU is a complete degenerate, but let's rub elbows with Ethan Ralph.
Yes. This really makes a lot of sense. We are a ship at sea without a captain right now, guys. I mean, that sums it up, I think, at this point in DSP's career. We are searching so hard for a win, a W, a positive stance from the internet, positive perception from the internet. We don't know how to get it, so we're just going out there and seeing what happens, right?
It's like these same people who change the internet's perception on him all of a sudden turn against him, but that's not supposed to turn that same internet perception against him again. No, he's like, too late. Too late. You've already said I was good. You can't go back on it now or something.
Yeah.
If these people have the power to make everyone think DSP looks good, can't they have that power to make them look bad again?
You'd think. And that's why, like, who knows who the third, Ethan Ralph has confirmed that they are going to do the after WrestleMania show with DSP,
one,
which I'm sure DSP didn't want to get revealed, but you know, who the fuck knows who yesterday was supposed to be, but you know who the style of person it was going to be, because no one else wants to do anything with him. So that's what happens when it turns into the people who's going to work with DSP, that ilk. You know, that ilk. Ethan Ralph, Wings maybe, Mersh maybe, Cog maybe.
He hyped it up by telling people you're going to fill your diapers. And I'm like, I don't know what to tell you, Phil.
Yeah, you know, so we'll see. We'll see how that happens. I know it's not going to be PWR, though. I'm sure of that. Philip cannot handle working with him anymore. But we'll see.
It'd bring a lot more views than Phil normally gets, though.
Jenna?
Yeah, I mean, that'd be hype. That would be hype. I would be shitting my pants if it's Jenna, honestly.
That private lined in gold slide. I don't know if you should work with her, Philip.
Someone's asking about Kool-Aid. I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
Some sort of reference.
So let me see here. I guess got a $2 tip here saying that shout outs to the Kool-Aid Queen. I have no idea what that means. That would be hype. Okay, I would be watching that beginning to end if Jenna's there, honestly. But all right. It is finally time. Let's go. It is time for Bird Courts. A lot of people have been waiting for this. It's time to get to the bottom of this.
How many bird lawyers have got in chat? Birds.
Is this going to get us copyright struck again?
Probably. Okay, it is time for Bird Court, and I will open up my extensive files here of all the evidence that has happened to this point. Okay, so there has been the first ever appearance of a bird sound happened in the Assassin's Creed Shadows video. Here it is. Listen carefully here.
Care about the protagonists or any of that. I wanted to decide. I didn't care about the protagonists or any of that. What I wanted to do is I wanted to actually play this game fairly and judge it for its own merits. I've played Assassin's Creed Shadows without caring about all of that controversy and politics and all of that woke stuff that everyone's complaining about. But instead, I just wanted to judge it on its own merits, like I usually do with
so
every other game.
That was the first hearing of her first appearance of the bird. Philip responded the following day by changing his mic filters and then saying this about that.
It's basically considered darkened sound. What that means is it won't accentuate higher pitched sounds and you won't hear as much crispness.
Remember, this is the day after the video I just sent to you. The day after.
But you're going to hear more
get that
bass.
dark sound out of here.
Okay.
You heard a white
so
noise.
I'm curious.
Get rid of that.
How do you think it sounds today? All right. I personally, after listening.
Some young guy, Kick Chat is such fucking legends. I can't shout it out enough. But the first Some Young Guy reel says, wow, Mike sounds way off. Like everything new, instantly shit on. Like that's the best. Oh, Mike sounds horrible.
to the two levels today, I was like, okay, all the way this way, all the way that. What's better? I think that the darker, deeper sound sounds better. It actually has bass in my voice now, which in real life, I do have bass in my voice.
Someone in Kick Chat says, it sounds worse, King. Why did we make this change? Any specific avian reason?
It's just that with the mic settings I had on.
I do have bass in my voice, but my mic, oh my God.
Yes, in real life, I do have some bass in my voice.
It was editing that out, essentially, making everything sound
making
crisp.
low testosterone jokes, you guys.
So anyway, I wonder what you think.
Okay. And
the other funny part is,
here we go.
During this video last night that I made, there's a little bit of background noise. What it is, as you know, when I stream, at least during the times when it's cooler, I have my front window open.
Oh.
And so I was streaming with the front window open, and last night my neighbors were out there playing with their kids, and one of their kids tends to get way overexcited and scream.
This is the first time that has ever happened in the history of DSP gaming, by the way. But yes, okay, go ahead, Steve.
This is how you know it's a lie, because all this information is front loaded. Anybody else would have gone, oh yeah, it was kids outside.
Yes.
But we have to identify, why could you hear kids outside? Well, the window was open, so I have to specify that. Why was my window open? Because it's hot, I have to explain that. And why might we be hearing children? Oh, because my neighbor's child is a little bit more active and loud, so you have to front load all that, whereas anybody else would have just gone, oh, it's kids outside.
Yes, it's the typical, courtroom interrogation thing where when they really do it, they say, well, I was at her house because I forgot a DVD that I left 2 years ago. And then I went there and she didn't happen to be there at the time. So I was like, oh, shit, she's not there. So I sat down. And then after I was sitting down, the typical over-explaining, Instead of saying I went there for a DVD, you say all the reasons you're there for a DVD, you know.
And the kid was screaming at the
tired
top
of arguing. Like, okay,
his lungs, shrieking, and it was catching on the mic. And it's crazy because I've tested other things. Like right now, I have 2 fans on full blast, and you guys probably can't hear them because the microphone has that like auto adjustment to get rid of ambient noise. But this kid shrieks so loud that it actually came through on the mic, and people were like, "What is going on in there? Do you have?"
It's almost like low frequencies and high frequencies are different, Philip. Yeah.
It's a volume thing.
Creatures screaming in your house.
When he learned that it picked him up less when he was further away from it.
Is it haunted? Do you have loud birds? They're like, no, it's my neighbors. I put up with that whenever they're around, and the kid gets excited.
That we've never heard ever before. I will play the sound one more time, just so you can hear what these children sound like. One more time. Let's hear those screaming kids.
Side. I didn't care about the protagonists or any of that. What I wanted to do is I wanted to actually play this game fairly and judge it for its own merits.
Okay, well, now we're going to go...
Kids can sound weird, but...
They
I know, but you didn't say, kids outside. Sorry, guys, if you heard that.
All right, so now I'm going to bring you to yesterday. And this I totally was stun locked when I heard this one. This, again, is children. Here we go. For sure, a Conure. Shout-outs to Jericho for that one.
I'm Italian, and Italians love garlic by default. It's in our blood.
That's funny too. That's why I left it in. But that's not the important part. Hold on. That's not the important part. Here we go.
Fucking well is now. Yeah, no, go on, man.
Play. No, my bad. I wasn't playing. Oh, come on. Refresh.
That's my favorite when these pieces of evidence also highlight a really embarrassing quote at the same time.
Yeah.
Italians love garlic by default.
Not quarter Italian anymore.
Yeah, I'm 25% Italian. I'm mostly Italian. Like, wait, no.
Is 25% mostly now? Or okay, here we go. Ready?
I'm Italian, and Italians love garlic by default. It's in our blood. Because I'm Italian, and Italians love garlic by default. It's in our blood.
Now that is not a kid sound. No child on earth makes this sound. I'll play it one more time.
Default. It's in our blood.
Yeah, and if you're wondering whether the reason we're bringing this up is because his homeowners association does not allow for that many pets, so that's why he would be keeping it hidden.
Like,
he would love to though. He'd love to be like, oh, I take care of all these people, like all my creatures are all my children.
They're my family. Yeah.
Like I don't give a shit about if he has a bird or not, but it's just funny because he's denying it, so that makes it interesting, right? Like if he just said I have a bird, it's okay. He has a bird, and there's a whatever. It would be okay. He has a bird now, but it's very funny how he's lying probably because the HOA stuff, but like when you lie about it, it puts a fucking spotlight on it. So now every fucking time that there's any kind of sound, it's going to be on Twitter endlessly and it's going to be heard. So here we go. Listen to this one more time.
It's in our blood.
There you go. All right. So now yesterday, this was brought, I want to show all the evidence again. Philip talked about the bird last night that happened after the day stream here. Here we go.
Well, I don't think that's a meme. See, Subwoofer says, what about the conspiracy about the dumb bird? That's not a meme. The difference between a meme and a conspiracy is that a meme is something that is pertinent to something that actually has happened, and it becomes something that people like to repeat, and they find it in a fun way. So, for example, I actually said the quote.
Like the bird. Like it's a reference to a thing that happened, and we're referencing it in that fun way.
Or that DM with him and Rich. I like birds. I think they're cute. I wish I could have one.
Yeah. It's very funny when he explains memes. Like, it's like the worst explanation of all time, Like, it's like this thing.
Your grandparents explain.
Yeah. It's like this
It has to be something positive that you laugh at. It can't be something annoying that people don't like.
Like when people put cat pictures on Facebook.
Yeah, it's like this thing people think are funny. And, like, it's positive and, like, you laugh. And, it's because it's funny. It's like a comedy thing. You get it.
Why am I poisoned? Why am I toxic? And boom, it becomes something viral, right? Or nothing I can do, which I used to say all the time. The bird
you said it 6 days ago.
Yes, still say that. Thanks, though.
Really a bunch of dumb shit.
Very briefly. Does it trigger anybody else that the Sonic GIF in the background turns that square of blue circles into rings, but does not collect all the rings?
Ridiculous.
It's annoying me, sorry.
Ridiculous. Thank you for pointing that out.
I feel you there.
Tired of this.
Big Sonic 3 and Knuckles with Sonic 3 put on top.
Remember he used to be high effort enough to try to match that to the game he was playing. Now it's just now it's like bullshit games and a seasonal thing. Because like
microphones.
Random microphones, random cherry blossoms because it's spring. You get it?
But at least it's standing up.
Like the one that was a surveillance camera, because he got him with their camera.
I have a camera. Yeah, that's the sign. I have a camera, guys. Did you guys know I got a new camera?
It's like a red light camera. It's like, okay, cool, fits.
Here we go.
Thing I can do, which I used to say all the time. The bird thing is literally a bunch of dumb shit invented by mouth droolers to try to get drama when drama doesn't exist.
It doesn't go the whole way. It turns in like one row of rings too soon, so it doesn't collect them all.
Thank you, Steve, for pointing that out.
And then they run with it, but
it's
not
control can really fuck you over.
Thank you.
To try to get drama when drama doesn't exist, and then they run with it, but it's not a meme. It's actually a dumb tinfoil conspiracy.
Tin hat.
There's a difference.
Shout out to Tin Hat. +1 defense, tin hats.
I don't want to geek out about the etymology of conspiracy, but a conspiracy takes more than one person. If you're just lying, that's not really a conspiracy. Neither is it a conspiracy theory to think that you are lying. You're just lying.
Especially when you can hear this on live stream, which is you can't dispute this. Listen,
blood.
That's a bird. I mean, I don't know what else to tell you. That's a fucking bird.
It's the bed in the other room creaking.
I mean,
did he get these new headphones because he thought noise canceling meant you couldn't hear the noise?
Oh, that's cool. Okay, next part of this court case.
Now that you mentioned that, someone told me on Twitter that he wore them once and he had to clean them because they were that greasy from him once.
Melting away after one use.
Ear infections are coming back.
Okay, so next up in this court case, you all are part of this court case, by the way. I will show the following birds.
Budgies.
The following birds are the only birds that are sold at PetSmart. So we have
my nether had a blue parakeet,
conure, a canary, and a zebra finch, and a lot of parakeets. Okay. So what I will do now is play sounds from each, so you can come up with your own conclusions here. First up, I would like to welcome to the stand a budgie. Which is a parakeet, correct? Right? Yeah, parakeet. Here we go. Listen to this one, please.
Blue, in your own words, what are humans messing up? Blue, excuse me.
You're under oath, sir. You better start talking.
Things to do, human. Good interview. Here with budgies.
Oh, come on, talk. Oh, making some mistakes. That's the wrong video. There it is. Here's the sounds I want. Excuse me. There we go. Thank you, Budgie, for that. You can the defense rests. Next, I will bring up to the stand a conure. A conure. Go ahead, conure. Thank you. The defense rests on George. Next, I'll bring up a zebra finch. I think we can throw him out of the courtroom, right? This is not.
Get out of here, zebra finch.
Get out of here, bailiff.
Testimony will be stricken from the record.
Take him away. Get him out of here. All right, zebra finch. I'm eliminating. I think we all agree zebra finch is not it, even though it is an option that is sold at PetSmart. Top right for $50. Get him out of here. It's not a zebra finch.
Bailiff, grab the garbage disposal.
Oh God. Last chance. Any final words? Any final words? That's not going to save you. Not good enough. Get him out of here! Next, we have a canary. A canary, which is, again, one of the options of birds sold at PetSmart. Go ahead. Okay. Now we've
Shut
heard
the
all
fuck up, you stupid anime bird.
We've heard all of the defendants. Okay, I will play once again the actual bird sound here for you once again, so you can come up with your own conclusions. Go ahead.
Blood.
Okay, and one more, just so we get all the sounds.
Side. I didn't care about the protagonists or any of that.
Okay. I will once again show the options here for you. Now,
put it to a poll.
Oh, I will do a poll. Don't worry, the poll is going to happen. Steve, we see you come to the stand and give your final statements. Go ahead.
Okay, I have sent you a link because if there is a bird there, I have some concerns. As going by Phil's logic, this would be basically torturing Jasper.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
and my evidence for that is the time when Phil spoke about not having a fish tank because as a cat, Jasper wants to hunt fish and he would be torturing him. Couldn't.
Thank you so much. I will play that now. This is evidence number 1651 entering into the court. Here we go. Okay. Go ahead.
Was an aquarium guy, and he hasn't been around in a while, so I think maybe he doesn't watch the content anymore. You know what happens. People fall out of love with it or they get busy with their lives. But remember, I used to talk to the guy, and I asked him once, I said, what would it be like to set up a actual fish tank that mostly... Coral Guy, that was his name. Thank you, Coral Guy, yes. What would it be like to set it up and have it be self-sufficient? Because, for example, sometimes when you go to the pet store, you can see an aquarium that has both fish as well as like other supplementary creatures, like the cleaner shrimp.
Supplementary creatures? What? It sounds like Jesus, like making animals up. Okay, we're gonna need some supplementary creatures here. God, what do you need?
Cleaner shrimp will literally clean the aquarium for you, so you don't have to go crazy cleaning it out constantly. So I asked him, and he's like, "Yeah, what you need to do if you set up
a good aquarium, it'll cost you like $600, but you can set up a really high quality one that is self-sufficient, and then you don't have to constantly be draining and cleaning the water and everything, because it mostly cleans itself. Maybe a couple times a year you have to do a major cleaning, but outside of that, it's almost never needs to happen. So it's really easy to do, but it's a big investment to start, and that's the thing. Like, I don't have the number one, I don't have the investment money. Number two, we have a cat.
Investment money? We're talking about fish. We're not talking about a startup company.
Is huge right now.
God damn it, man. We don't have investment money.
You don't know what's going to happen with Jasper, right? Same thing like if you got a bird or whatever. When you have a cat, and a cat is a natural predator, the last thing you want to do is put that cat in a situation where it's being teased with its natural prey. What does a cat hunt? Mice and rodents, birds and fish. So if you have mice, rodents, birds, or fish in your house, you're pretty much torturing your cat. Fish.
Wait, hold on.
So if you have mice, rodents, birds, or fish in your house, you're pretty much torturing your cat. You know what I'm saying?
I hope Philip wouldn't want to torture Jasper.
Exactly.
I hope
His
not.
son. His only son.
Do this to your only son? How dare you? After everything he's done for you. Okay, so we have. So that's very funny.
Cats don't really care. Like,
I know.
They could give a shit.
Yeah, they'll sort of like look at it and check it out, and then they'll get bored with it.
Yeah.
Jericho makes a good point. We talked about the fish being he needs investment money, but if you're going to have birds, you need seed money. Hey. Okay, so a lot of people are saying in chat. I got an email from a lot of people. It could be an Indian ringneck parrot. I will play that for the court now. Entering this in. This will be evidence number 1652. Go ahead. Go ahead, please. Welcome to the stand. Go ahead. It's a little too exotic.
Oh my god.
Gee, this guy can do a lot of
Imagine all the
sound
hateful slurs that poor bird's gonna learn.
This guy can make a lot of sounds.
Yeah, that's a wide range. Yeah. Like when you get one of them toy guns that make sounds.
Yeah. Order in the court, please. You've said enough. Okay, and one more thing. A lot of people in chat are pointing out, and this is a good point. If we look for all the options, what's the most expensive one? Well, it just happens to be a Conure. It just happens to be a Conure. And I think personally, that's the most likely option. I think that sounds the most like it myself. I will play that again. Chat is seeming they're on the budgie train. But listen to this. Now that is like this, in my opinion. Listen to this. A little bit different, though, isn't it?
Very similar.
Chat is
But
saying
I do think the first one's more like a budgie, though.
Okay, let's listen to the budgie again. The first scream.
Yeah.
See, that does sound like this more, doesn't it?
Side. I didn't care about the protagonist.
That's more of a whistle, though. Woo, woo, woo. I don't know. Who knows? This is all silly anyway. But we have some... CTC Jackie is saying, voted Conure because DSP would not buy an El Cheapo bird. He would buy the gourmet variant. Exactly.
The budgie's the snack bird.
Oh, Camping Dutchman is saying... Yeah, go ahead.
the mid-range, low-end, high-range bird.
Okay, so...
This one's the Norwegian blue. He told me it was pining for the fjords.
Okay, hold on one second here. Let me get... we have one more message here. It's Camping Dutchman. Thank you so much, Camping Dutchman. Says, damn, sending a message about the bird situation earlier today, but it's going to be sent to Banward with all my other messages. No, it won't. Let's hear from a member of the audience. Let's see what they think, okay? Let's get that message read now. Hold on one second. It'll play now.
What's up, that being said? The Camping Dutchman here. I'm tired of it, boys. Tired of it. I'm tired of people trying to sweep for this guy. Like, it's a bird. It's a goddamn bird. It's a conure or a parakeet or a budgie or something of that sort. So, like, the thing is, there's no defending it anymore. Before, he had all the mic filter settings. We never heard a bird. We never heard anything, right? Like, then he added the filters, then the bunny died, and suddenly we start hearing all these bird noises. Just like out of nowhere, completely unearned, top rope, out of nowhere, birds coming in, taking over, right?
That's right.
So to absolutely put the final nail in this coffin, I need a lot of people to torpedo his kick chat with usernames referencing conures or those types of birds. But we need to be nice about it. So don't go like Mr. Conure Real or Mr. Gouton Budgie or that sort of stuff. So like be normal about it. Something like Budgie Bro or Conure Man or Parakeet 1000. Something like very innocuous, something very mundane, like a regular username. And if he bans you on site, even before you've written anything in chat, or if you only wrote a few words, then we have him by the balls. Like 100% conscious ban decision, and like because he is aware of what that username implies. Anyways,
good point. Good point. Good point. Good point. If you do your name like
thing with the WWE champions, like faction names, they would just get banned on site. It's like, why would you ban that?
Good point. Good fucking point.
Also, if you could tie in the torturing your cat thing as well.
Really yeah. That's a long username, but it would make it happen.
Pet bird torture Jasper Reels.
So there we go. Thanks, server. Seems like chat is stuck on a budgie parakeet, but Conure is right behind it. 39636. I know some people said it's some kind of J. What was it? I will play that too, just for full context. A Stellar J or something. What is it? Stellar's J. No, I'm thinking Stellar Blade. No, Stellar's J sounds. Here we go. Stellar's J sounds.
The Conuring.
Now, this is 100% an outdoor style bird, okay? So listen to this. I don't think this is it myself, but of course I want to play it for the court so you can make your own decisions here. This is an outdoor bird that does live in Washington. Here we go. But guys, I want to remind you, we've never heard this sound in the years we've been in Washington before this moment, and you're saying that's it all of a sudden? One just decided to show up? Listen to this again. I want to play it.
It's in our blood.
I don't know.
You know, if it was a bird outside, he would comment on it. He comments on every sound that happens outside.
You know
like,
what I mean?
Stupid bird. But if he was trying to hide it, he would like not say anything and try to no-sell it.
We weren't listening to birds as true, but No, that's not even true, because any sound would be interesting in this stupid world. Sure. You know what I'm saying? Like, any animal sound is interesting in this stupid world, guys. I mean, it would be. It would be a comment. If it was like a woodland critter sound, we'd be making fun of that. That's just how it goes. So, Sean Conure.
I think it could be that.
Go ahead, Steve.
I think it might be, because the woodland critters, they have been feeding them. They are fans of them, and I think that's what he's thinking of when he said in the DMs, I've got all these pets. I think he's thinking of the woodland creatures. And,
I do have those up as well for the court. Evidence 1653.
Like, I have all these ducks. I go out to the pond and I feed them. I'm like a duck cat.
I couldn't, in good conscience, leave my wife behind to go party for a weekend and leave her with the house and pets. Evidence number 1654.
Just go out and fill the feeder.
This also means finding a way to have our pets taken care of. It's all from the DMs.
If they leave all the fat balls out on the table, they'll just eat them all in one go. And
mention of pets is there. Okay. Big ups to Matthew, who says he spent his anniversary in front of a computer, even though he could have canceled his show and spent that time with his wife. What a guy.
What a guy.
Yeah, what a guy. Cards.
Very cool. I hope you saw the previous segment where we played the previous years. You've also been a very cool guy in those years. So big ups. Mr. Gorehouse says, now cue the CSI Miami. Yeah, I should. But Aaron says, my cat is on high alert now from these birds. Oh, sorry about that. Lost in Technicolor. Big ups. Vike says, Pooh, what would Shu do if you forgot your Annie? She would not like it, and that after that, I want to keep that private to protect my family. The repercussions.
We need
of
more
that.
Attack on Titan figures.
Yes. Tom Edwards says, and please don't call me Pooh, by the way, Vikes. That's his Chew's nickname for me, and no one else, Vikes. Thank you. Tom Edwards says, would he call the Conure
Probably. They are closely aligned politically.
There's the pasta maker saying it is a Stellar's J. There we go. And Nerd Brew says, the bird can't be a booby because he's married. Some good jokes coming out, right? Some good jokes coming out. But there we go. That will do it, my friend, I got to play the outro here. Bird Courts. Hope you enjoyed it here. Biggs Buddy presiding over the court case. I don't know if we came up with any conclusions, but it was a lot of fun for me. Hope you had a good time here.
Benches are banned.
Ludwig, thanks so much for joining as usual. What are you being up to this week, my friend?
Editing videos, making stuff for It's a Gundam, working on a music video that will be revealed at the end of the month during the whole King of the Ring thing.
That's interesting. That's interesting. Yes, Ludwig is editing a video for my entrance, my interlude in the King of the Ring, and it is very funny. And I will reveal a few words from this, and Ludwig, you can confirm the lyrics involved: cuckold, bukkake, and pegging. Fair enough, Ludwig?
Pegging, humiliation rituals.
Yes. Okay, so I'm just confirming all those words are included.
You have to buy your wife so
very on brand.
All those words are in it.
Kids, Daddy's upstairs again. Cover your ears.
Anyway, Steve of the Dead, any final words for the beautiful people out there?
I'm going to try and get something in for King of the Ring, but I might not be able to because I'm a little busy working on the video. So
that's true.
Kino thing.
There you go.
Yeah, I'll probably be done by 2028.
No, not too long to wait.
Just no Megadeth. We don't want to get copyright struck.
Yeah. It's
Fucking
not
Dave
limited what I can do now.
Fuck you, Dave. Piece of shit. All right, anyways. Thanks for chilling, everybody. We'll be back tomorrow with another episode. Hope you enjoyed this one. Bye.
Later.
This one goes out to the one and only, the big cat, the fat cat. Big ups. I first saw you in Burger King. You took 2 seats 'cause that ass is way too big. Had a boyfriend, I realized, but you told him lies with your raccoon eyes. The DoorDash is here. Wipe away your tears. Got you extra fries, and they taste just right. Have no fear. There's no trolls here. Kevin made you cry with those raccoon eyes. Raccoon eyes. Raccoon eyes. Kevin made you cry with those raccoon eyes. Take you power walking on the beach, feasting on some sushi like you were the queen. Let me run some errands while you sleep. I can watch you play Skyrim all day this week. Have no fear, there's no trolls here. Kevin made you cry with those raccoon eyes. Raccoon eyes. Raccoon eyes. Kevin made you cry with those raccoon eyes.
In reality, like I tell you guys, every day when I wake up, that's the best day of my life. I feel like this next day is awesome. I have a beautiful wife who I love so much. She loves me, and a family, Jasper, and the things we get to do together. I definitely want more time with them and more family time. But I absolutely love my life today. compared to how it used to be. Seriously. All those years back then, you'd be like, it's a whirlwind of crap. It was me. And by the way, I've told you guys about my past. I used to drink way too much. I would be drinking constantly, all the time, because I was so stressed out. Honestly, when I started with this whole thing, I was depressed many years ago, a decade ago. I didn't like my life or anything. And basically, liquor was the way to kind of get through that. It was, I hate my life. I hate who I am. So let me just drink it all away and just keep pumping out fucking YouTube videos. I don't have to do that shit anymore. Like, I'm happy with who I am. I actually don't think clicking like on a live stream helps at all. So it really doesn't matter if this stream gets 100 likes or 2. I don't think it affects it. Leave me alone!